sense.
I say the truth, I say the truth. Now you wanna drown me, but I'm not all. I really know you, really know you. Now you wanna hide it, but I'm not all. I say the truth, I say the truth. Now you wanna drown me, but I'm not all. I really know you, really know you. Now you wanna hide it, but I'm not all. I say the truth. I say the truth. I say the truth.
Oh my God. Oh, let's
say the truth, I say the truth. Now you wanna drown me, but I'm not all. I really know you, really know you. Now you wanna hide it, but I'm not all. I say the truth, I say the truth. Now you wanna drown me, but I'm not all. I really know you, really know you. Now you wanna hide it, but I'm not all. I say the truth. I say the truth. I say the truth. Say the truth. Say the truth. Say the truth. Now you wanna drown me, but I'm not all. I really know you, really know you. Now you wanna hide it, but I'm not all. And I say the truth. I say the truth. Now you wanna drown me, but I'm not all. I really know you, really know you. Now you wanna hide it, but I'm not all.
Yes. I paused it. I paused it just in time. Yo, that was so much fun. Okay, let me beautify myself without you seeing stuff. That was quite lovely, child. It was reminding me of my club days. Every time, around about 7 o'clock, yeah. This is when I used to get ready to go to them clubs. My shift usually either started, no, sometimes it was 5 o'clock, depending if I wasn't going to night, if I didn't have a night class. 5 o'clock, I'll get ready, 7 o'clock shift. So I have to go clean glasses, set up, and all that stuff with your trays and your corsets. Or I had a 9 o'clock shift, 9 to 5. And when I would do my makeup and put on my eyelashes, I would have my kind of ring light and I'd be listening to music and I'd be yo, just jamming. Because that was like my theme song to just get me ready for a day of, a day. A day of a surprise. You don't know, the unknown. You don't know. Sometimes I had a lot of anxiety before work. Honestly, I would have a lot of anxiety, especially if I had like a bad day or a bad night the previous night. I would have a lot of anxiety because I would like be replaying that bad experience with a client or a manager or another waitress, like constantly in my mind, and saying, could I have reacted better? Could I have responded better? Or, and just ruminate. And then the intrusive thoughts would start coming in, oh, you're not good enough. You're going to probably lose your job. And then I would just go off on a tangent and I would just lose my mind. So what I found is that it's so good, like, to find your thing, like your music, right? And I usually do mirror meditation in the morning and I dance to music in front of the mirror and I just tell myself that I love myself and that I just respect and honor the divinity flowing through and answer me. How can you gaslight me? How can you tell me that I can't achieve anything. I don't tell myself that. I don't live in those realms. Those realms are for losers. If what somebody says about their mouth is a true reflection of what they really think about themselves. But because they are too afraid to say, you know what, I actually feel like a loser. My life has just amounted to nothing. And I don't even know how to articulate the pain I feel, the disappointment, the sadness. It's, you know what I found around anger is that when somebody's really angry at you, underneath all of that is sadness and disappointment. Because when I'm really angry at someone or myself, well, no, I don't start at myself. I'm usually angry at something outside of me. I'm going to blame these things. This thing has made me angry. But no, no, no. That thing was just a trigger for me to look inside and say, okay, but like, what am I really angry at? Oh no, that's the third step. I have to go to God and then start moaning at God. God, these people that attack me and abuse me at work and speak bad about me and you know almost make me lose my job. How can you create such stupid? Right? Because as human beings, when we are in fear, when we are anxiety, especially over money, losing your job, um, you know, being humiliated publicly for things you did privately you never thought were going to come out, and now you just lose your whole career, might end up in jail, you know, not even jail, prison, international prison. If you ever wanted to live in America, well, hello, now the opportunity arises because you just engaged in things that just weren't beneficial. You know, we've all been there. We've all been in a place where we're just like, I'm spinning out of control right now. And so then once you've forgiven God for all of these mindless souls that make you just waste your time, and they just project all their stupidity and their fears onto you and their drama and their waste of time onto you, then you start looking at yourself and saying, oh, wow, I need to take responsibility here and figure out what the real problem is. And when I figure out what the real problem is, I need to provide a solution to this problem and then get paid a lot of money for doing this. So this was part of my purpose. Well, no, I didn't really want to take responsibility that I didn't want to get onto my purpose and actually do my purpose. I wanted to go on a roundabout and, you know, just disturb lying demons, sleeping demons. But like, why would I want to do that? Because they are children. Some people are incapable of change. There's nothing you can do for them. You got to just leave them there. But if spirit has sent you to wherever spirit has sent you to work with whomever you're supposed to work in, whatever company you're working at, if spirit has, actually it's not spirit that has sent you there, your higher self has made a agreement with spirit that, you know what, I'm going to transform this in this lifetime. Maybe I'm going to transform fear. So you're going to have a lot of people that are just going to attack you and try to bully you and control you and try to make you feel fear. Once you overcome that, you can show people that no matter how much juju, no matter how much witchcraft, no matter how much whatever people try to do to you, try to kill you, try to slander your name, try to make up stories about you. You know, when war is happening, they're busy watching soap operas, making stories about you. When economic collapses are happening, they're making stories about you. You mean you can stand in it and tell truth. You can stand in it, and whatever happens, like, I have a bigger purpose than entertaining drama right now. I have a bigger purpose. I have a bigger calling. God, help me have the strength right now in me to not engage in this drama and remember the purpose. Remember the prayers, the highest prayers of my higher self in concert with you, God, so that love may reign supreme. Do you think that's easy? Radical forgiveness. Just do the radical forgiveness. What the radical forgiveness does, it gives you the self-compassion to turn within and say, I could react with violence and awfulness, or I can respond by being the answer to this emotional illiteracy. Because when people want to control you and manipulate you and try to put so much fear in you that they want to shut you down so that they can have whatever it is that they have from you or whatever it is, it's usually very ill people. They are sick. They are so demonically possessed. They have become the demons. They are sick. There's nothing you can do for people like this. They are sick. They are sick. But what that does is that it shows you that the power of your higher self in concert with the universe's power or God, whatever you call God, is more potent, is more powerful. Your purpose, your mission is more powerful than any tricks, any manipulation, any sad story, anything that somebody can throw at you, any smear campaign, any attempt at anything. When you are committed to fulfilling your purpose, angels will show up from nowhere. Hidden doors will be open, invisible channels will be free, divine abundance will show up when it needs to show up. Because you know what? Life is rooting for itself as you. So, yes, there are people that are going to try to control you, that are going to try to manipulate you, that are going to try to put the fear of the devil in you. You've got to learn how to stand and say, I feel like reacting right now with some ghetto violence, verbal violence. But I'm going to stay and do this. When I get strong enough, I am going to respond with such intelligence, with such grace, with such strategy, that those that must be disciplined by the laws and the highest laws of my art will be disciplined with ease, grace, and dignity without me having to lift too many fingers, so that I can fulfill my purpose on planet Earth. All of us as visionaries, as chosen ones, as light workers, as the ones that are here on the path, on the purpose to ascend with Mother Earth, so that children can live in peace, fathers can self-actualize and self-express, and mothers can live on safe on planet Earth. Those that are in alignment with that and those that are not, sorry, not our problem. We've passed the stage of controlling others. We've passed the stage of manipulation and wars. And we've just, that is so ancient. Like, it's not even ancient. It's just rubbish. It's old. We're in a new era now where love reigns supreme, collaboration reigns supreme. And those that don't get this, sorry, not sorry, but it's not happening for you on any level. So if you've been around people who have hurt you by trying to control you, put the fear of God in you, manipulate you, shame you, humiliate you so that they can try to control you and have you own you, please do the radical forgiveness. Forgive God for creating the stupid mindlessness. It was for your test. It was to see how, and it wasn't God testing you. It was your higher self. Are you truly willing to stand, general, move forward, focus, activating the law of the praying mantis, 360 vision? Yes, open. Are you willing to stand for that purpose? Because once you say yes, it's fucking game on. It's game on. So yes, you will test yourself. You will sometimes put yourself in situations where, yo man, you're like, this is not sovereignty. But it's the beauty of the experience of the human journey, the spiritual journey in a human body experience. It's the beauty of it, is that you must. You have a choice. You can choose not to self-actualize, or you can choose to self-actualize. I choose the must self-actualize part. It's kind of like radical at times. But whatever it takes, I must self-actualize with integrity, with truth and love, knowing that I am aligned with a higher purpose. The higher purpose is love reigns supreme for all beings. Abundance reigns supreme for all beings. Love, wholeness, peace of mind. Anything else in this, not fucking interested with anyone. And when I do face the time wasters and the control freaks and the narcissists and the borderlines and all they're crazy, I just turn to forgiveness. God, how do you create something like this? And then God shows me, you've been like this now and then you've been like this, and then I have to forgive myself, and then I'm like, yo, not interested in those kinds of behaviors within myself, so I will not tolerate these behaviors within anyone that I engage in this life experience, because we are at a critical time in human history. Palms up. That was a lot. That was a lot, but love yourself through it. You are here to self actualize. You are here to answer your ancestors' highest praise, your highest, your higher self's highest prayer and mission and purpose. You are here to live it full out. And don't apologize for the affluence and the abundance. The earth is abundant. And the lazy souls that don't want to work, they want to sit around and have sex and with their borderlines and their lies and all this stuff, leave them there. And they control freaks, leave them there. Life will teach itself as them. It's not your business. Okay? Boundaries. Fulfill your mission. Fulfill your purpose. The children depend on you to fulfill it, because when you reincarnate, you're going to be thankful that you planted these seeds now, because the children that are coming, the ancient ones, are going to be taking care of this beautiful place. So when you reincarnate, or whether you choose to or not, onto this planet, you can have a beautiful paradise, but you are the farmer. Plant now. Okay, through love, through self-compassion, through forgiveness. You don't need to have the people back into your life. You don't need to reconcile if you're not ready for reconciliation. Just do the work so that you're not toxic out here on them streets. Okay, babakere. Okay. Okay. Meta. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be liberated from all ignorance. May I be liberated from all suffering. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be liberated from all ignorance. May all beings be liberated from all suffering. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Togos, togos, togos. Be happy, be happy, be happy. Life is rooting for you. When God opened its eyes this morning as the sun, God looked at itself as you and said, oh, so good, so intelligent, so beautiful, so brave, so strong. Ah, I am pleased with what I've created. Stop playing small. Stop being living in mediocrity. You are a visionary. You are a chosen one. Focus. We're here for bigger missions. Okay? Focus. Get onto your radical forgiveness so you don't get yourself entangled in bullshit stories. We love you a long time. Long time.